base too.
That's why I was just checking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, it had effort. Not saying he succeeded per se, but
It's about on par with Prince of Persia.
yeah.
So we just got out of Assassin's Creed, obviously. This was an interesting sit. Is really kind of the best way I could. I'm still kind of processing it, and I'm both like it kept my attention, but I found it equally frustrating.
Yeah,
At the same time.
Well, especially with the ending, which I'll explain later.
Yeah.
I think I know what we're all going to say about it, though.
I mean, I'm sure. Like, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it too. But like, I'm watching this movie almost out of a strange fascination because I'm thinking there's a skeleton of a good movie here. It's got good actors. It's got a good director. It's got good cinematography. It's got interesting ideas. Why is it not coming together? And it boiled down to two main reasons. One, it has terrible editing.
Yeah, that was one of the things that bugged me, especially like with some of the fights.
I'll get into it because it bothered me from frame one of this movie.
Yeah. With
how they chose to approach this story. And now, granted, Assassin's Creed's story is notoriously overly convoluted.
Yeah, something that all boils down to History Channel.
And, if it mixed in with the fucking Illuminati or conspiracy bureau. Oh, I guess that's modern day History Channel, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like another part, but okay.
It's like, what's that South Park joke? History? Question mark? But anyway, so I'm like, and in fact that the script clearly needed another draft or two.
Yeah, because I mean it was on the right way. It's just it didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I was like, again, the ideas are there. They are taking interesting stuff from the games and making and including it in what could be interesting ways. The problem is the fact that it doesn't really know how to approach the story very well, and it's grasping at straws. That includes how it the present day as far as the past present-ish of the actual Assassin Age. Now, the Assassins are only ever really brought into the story when they need an action scene. The majority about it is by Michael Fassbender's character, who's... and again, there's some good scenes here. The scene in the beginning where Michael Fassbender's on the deathbed, that's a really good scene.
Yeah, because, I just... it was quiet, it was subtle, it had great acting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, that scene worked. And, it had more scenes like that. It could have been an effective movie, but it got bogged down by the mythology, and it got bogged down by the fact that the writers had no idea how to tackle it.
Yeah.
Because it opens up with and this is the first huge mistake the movie makes, is that it opens up with a scrawling text intro that briefly describes the plot of the movie, which very quickly realized you didn't need this at all.
Yeah.
Because the movie basically, or at least tries to explain it, about halfway through the movie. And that's when I realized, how much better would it be if they did not include any of that to begin with, and it remained a mystery that unveiled slowly as the plot went on. That would have been a lot more effective, because, in the original game, in the very first game, which admittedly is not that great of a game, but it was fine story-wise, the narration, the scrawling text beginning immediately just these are the assassins, these are Templars, they hate each other. After an apple, eat them. We don't. It's some kind of biblical thing. It controls free will. Everyone wants it. There you go. Thrown into the story. It's you don't even know what the apple of Eden is until the end of the first game.
Oh, you don't know what the hell it is until somewhere in the second. The end of the Ezio trilogy.
Yeah, pretty much. And even then, you still don't know what the fuck's going on. And that's okay, fine. And I think they should have kept that central mystery there. But problem is they immediately reintroduce it in there. So you, instead of going wow, I wonder what that is, you're okay, what the hell does it do? How does it work? You're asking other questions except for what you should be asking is what is it to begin with? You're asking wait, where does it come from? How does it work? What does it actually do? How do you activate it? How do you do this? And this problem persists the entire movie. It's almost assuming you've played the games, which is the exact same mistake Warcraft made.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's assuming you have some knowledge of the games going into it.
Yeah.
Which is why it fails as a movie.
Yeah. Like as an adaptation of the game, like the fact that as we were talking about, we both played a lot of the games. So like for me, it was not a problem it was not a problem following, because people were like, "Wait, it's not that complicated." And I was like, then again, I played the games. I know what the hell they're going at. So to everyone else, it probably is.
That's exactly the problem. That's exactly the issue I had with Warcraft. And I was watching the movie. I was halfway. It's like, if I did not play the games, I would have no idea what half of these people are talking about, and that's a huge problem. Because again, it's like watching a comic book movie and go, oh well, if you read the comics, you know this, or oh, if you read the book, you know this, this, and this. Like, well, assuming I haven't read the comics, assuming I haven't read the book, the movie should tell me these things.
Yeah.
So when they introduce the animus, they throw all this jargon at you, and then they start throwing out words like, oh, he's synchronizing, or he's desynchronizing. Like, what does that mean? What is, and like, Michael Fassbender never asks.
Yeah.
We're just supposed to know. And I'm like, okay, why? Like, explain to me what synchronizing, what does desynchronizing mean? How does he even really participate in these memories? How does that work?
Yeah.
The movie never explains this. And I feel like, instead of scrolling narration, you could have had a sparring mystery of what the Templars were looking for to begin with, and replace that with, okay, this, like, how are the Assassins formed? How are the Templars formed? Why are they called the Templars? This is explained in the basic setting of the first game.
Yeah.
So it's not a mystery why they're called the Templars. It just happened to be came up during the Crusades, so it makes perfect sense. Here, this is during the Spanish Inquisition. Now, I don't know if that had Templars or not.
Well, to be fair, it finds ways to the game's found ways to shoehorn the Templars in there, like in different time periods anyway.
Well, yeah, but the problem is, like, they have an origin, they have a set point where we as the gamers know where they came from. You as a standard moviegoer do not have that same context.
Yeah.
So you're watching it going like, why the hell, like, if I was watching this, I never played the games, I was like, why the hell are they called the Templars? They are not Templars.
Yeah.
Because this is the Spanish Inquisition. Why the hell are they called Templars?
Yeah, because they came, like, was it 100 years later?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, history's not my strong suit, the first to admit. But I just know, like, yeah, this came a long time after. Why are they called Templars? That makes no sense. So stuff like that bugged me. If I was watching this as a regular moviegoer, I'd be a lot more angry at this movie. I'd probably have the same reaction I had with Warcraft, in that they don't explain any of the mythology. You're just supposed to know it, and that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. And again, and that's really the biggest frustration I have with the movie, is the fact that it's assuming too much and not explaining enough. Which I never thought I'd ask for me for more exposition, but this movie, for something as thick, as too Bible-thick mythology that Assassin's Creed is, it needs that exposition.
Yeah.
And it needs to do a way that's not so haphazard as it is in this movie. Even the ones they do in the way they explain in this movie is done through these kind of weird transitions where Mike Fess goes, "I'm hungry," and they take him everywhere else except the cafeteria.
And then when he does go to the cafeteria, that's when things just kind of got weird for a few minutes.
Yeah, when they introduce all these other people. And again, here's the thing. Here's the ironic thing about this movie. It's all about nothing is true, everything is permitted. It's Assassin's Creed in its purest form, and yet we're never really given a reason to root for the Assassins at any point in the movie.
Yeah.
We're supposed to root for the Assassins because we're told we're supposed to root for the Assassins. We're supposed to hate the Templars because we're told we're supposed to hate the Templars.
And that's the weird thing. Like, I found myself more sympathizing with the Templars. Well,
yeah, because all the Assassins are murderous psychopaths in this movie.
Yeah. Whereas, like, the Templars, which was a key component of the game, was the idea that a lot of them really did believe in the idea of taking away free will for the sake of peace. Mm-hmm. Like, they were not malicious or evil people.
Hey, Hydra.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, they were an offspring of the Nazis, so... so, yeah, it's kind of harder to root for them. Especially when they say that the guy who led it
had a gigantic red skull. Yeah,
and booted because Hitler thought he was too extreme.
Yeah, I got nothing. Anyway, it's late. I'm tired. I haven't sleep well last night. I got a long day tomorrow.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think with this, I was mostly fascinated with Marion Cotillard's character. I thought she
was good. Like, again, all the acting's good, and I love Fassbender. No matter what shit he's in, I know he's gonna be good in it.
Yeah.
It could be a fucking Crest Gel commercial. I know he's gonna make it Oscar worthy. Because that guy can make himself cry in a dime. I don't know how the hell he does it. Even though it's a weird-ass scene halfway through this movie where he's singing, like, I'm crazy.
by Patsy Cline.
Crazy by Patsy Cline, where they're like, oh, okay, we're going here now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Good question, though. Was he any good in Jonah Hex?
I forgot he was in that. I didn't see Jonah Hex. I don't know.
Oh, never mind. Probably for the better.
Like, I'm sure I'll get around to it eventually, honestly.
And then you will lose your shit.
Was he bad in that movie?
I don't know. But based on what I've heard, if you're a fan of Jonah Hex, that movie's gonna piss you off.
I'm not a big fan of Jonah Hex. I know of the character, but I've never read any of the comics.
Okay, then never mind. You'll probably just find it stupid.
I know it's stupid. From what I've heard all like gigantic messages. Like, yeah, that sounds pretty dumb. That's about the extent it went for me.
Okay. But back to Assassin's Creed. Yeah, for Martine Cotillard, she genuinely wants peace. She's like, as they say in the end, was a little bit too on the nose. You know, scientists first, Templar second.
Yeah, and even then, like, I got confused by the ending because Jeremy Irons plays the main villain in this movie.
Yeah.
And his whole thing towards the end is like, okay, they finally, after this huge long thing, I don't know, but the anime scenes were kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, the action scenes were good when I could see what was going on.
Yeah, because it had that kind of choppy editing here and there.
Yeah, that's how I was talking about. The editing is really fucking bad in this movie.
Yeah.
When I could see what was going on, it was cool, though. But anyway, so like towards the very end, like she has like, we're gonna end violence by finding the apple and stuff like that, and then turns out the very end, like, oh no, I'm just used to destroy the Assassin's Creed. And it's like, how dare you do this to me? You've betrayed everything I stand for. It's like, I think Jeremy Irons is being remarkably small-minded with what he could do with this thing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you stop violence? You control free will.
Well, I think he did plan to, but it's like, it's more like he had the ulterior motive being his main one.
I guess. Like, I don't know, like, I was like,
sure, end world violence it's a bonus, but I want to kill this small group of people. And on that topic, really big amount of stupidity here.
Okay.
Why in the name of God would you have in a facility filled with a bunch of assassins?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I was like, you know, guys, you're kind of asking for this to happen.
Also, why would you give them weapons to use in this considerably open area?
I don't think the only one that gave him a weapon was Michael Fassbender's dad. The rest they stole.
Yeah, well, they also were giving Michael Fassbender himself weapons.
Oh, yeah.
And they just had them apparently all around the frickin' compound.
Well, they put a do not touch sign on there, man. That made it safe. Honor system, bro.
You're ruining for the rest of us!
It's just like, ooh, weapon. Do not touch. Oh, man.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have the apple of Eden. Oh, yes, I do. Aww.
It's like, you know what the guards could really use? Guns.
Instead of stun batons and knives.
Yeah, like, you know, you kind of did this to yourself, guys. And even after that whole, like, again, everyone that's an assassin in this movie is portrayed as a murderous psychopath in this movie. Because they're all, like, brainwashed, I guess, from the Animus, and everyone's kind of psychotic in their own way, and they're all, like, they're all against Michael Fassbender, like, you're gonna betray the Creed, and all that stuff. Like, I don't really have a reason to fucking root for you, motherfucker, so you calm your ass down. I don't care about you, I don't care about you, I don't care about you, and that's like, there's just, it's frustrating because again, it's like I can see with a good script these ideas working, or at least being interesting for me to forgive its flaws, but it just comes off as a mess.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if this is just a horribly cut down version of what it might have originally been.
I was wondering because like it felt like there was some.
It felt like there was stuff missing.
Yeah.
Because it felt like there's this whole thing where it's implied that what's her name?
All I remember is the actress, Martine Cotillard.
Cotillard, like, it's kind of implied that she has assassin ancestry at one point. There's this whole weird part with assassin heaven, I guess. Assassin animus heaven. Like, okay, we're doing this.
Now, to be fair...
And then Michael Fassbender's dad randomly turns Scottish. For some reason.
You mean Irish?
Whatever.
Because Brandon Gleeson's Irish.
I'm sorry, I thought he was Scottish, my bad.
Which, the ironic thing is, given Michael Fassbender is German-Irish, that's actually kind of a fit.
Yeah, but even like his dad did not have that accent when he was a kid.
I know, so that was kind of weird, and I totally admit that.
That's like if you replaced, I'm trying to think of like what's the extreme example I can think of. If you replaced Michael B. Jordan with Sylvester Stallone.
I was gonna say no. It's more like when you replace Kevin Costner with Kevin Costner in Robin Hood.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. But anyways,
Or
like
Kate Winslet with Kate Winslet in Steve Jobs. Because you remember, because the accent thing. If you remember that too.
Okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, fair enough. But anyway, so it's like so it's one of the things I wanted to like this movie, but I just couldn't because I could see all the flaws and I could see all the strings. Ironically, for a movie all about pulling strings and shit.
Yeah.
Or I think I was supposed to be about, but really it's like it just did not explain enough in a more naturalistic way, it needed to.
I can agree.
Honestly, all it needed was like Guardians of the Galaxy-esque monologue from somebody just to explain what the fuck is going on. What the hell are you all talking about? I mean, say what you will about the Marvel Universe, they explain themselves at least.
Yep.
So, like, and even then, like, keep a central mystery. Okay, I'm down for that, but just to explain everything else at the very least. Or, like, if you're gonna reveal your big bad doomsday weapon, at least tell me what it does. Or where it came from.
Okay, to be fair, if they did tell you where it actually came from, like the games, that probably would have been too stupid.
I'm sure it was. Well, they briefly hint at it in the movie. Like with a throwaway line, but it's like, my point is like...
Oh, really? What was the line?
They say there's some ancient civilization or something like that.
Okay.
But it's like, my point is they're throwing too much at us and not explaining enough of it. They're not explaining how this world works. Therefore, I'm not invested in it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's bad world building. That's what it is. That's what the big problem with this movie is. It's bad world building. And again, even you don't need to explain everything, but at least find a way to show it that I can understand.
Yeah.
Like, Mad Max Fury Road did a great job of this. Where, again, not a whole lot was explained, but you still got it because of the way it was presented. So even if you can't tell it through exposition, find a way to make it understandable. So you don't end up with another Warcraft where it's just a bunch of nonsense happening for 2 hours, and none of it makes sense unless you know the source material.
Yeah. And that's why that's why I was able to follow it. Didn't quite bug me as much. But, like, I totally agree. It's like, for the average viewer, it's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, so, like, if you don't like this movie, I totally get it. I played the games. I didn't like this movie.
Yeah, and like I said, it's one of those ones, like, it wasn't good, it wasn't bad to me. It was just, it was in this weird nebula of, like...
I don't know, I'd give it a solid 4.
Yeah. I'd say for me it was a 5.
Yeah, this is one case where I didn't like more than you did, surprisingly.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, it's almost like, I'm basically almost complete... I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. It was because, like I said, I think I saw some more of the nuggets here and there that I appreciated, like that whole like the ending bit with between Fassbender, Mario, and Cuddlard, or the
I don't know. Like, even then, I'm not quite sure what the ending was supposed to be. Like, I guess it was supposed to be sequel bait, but at the same time,
it was a mix of, like, I guess Cuddlard kind of like cementing her character's thing as well as dealing with it. I'm not sure. I can't talk right now. I like the way they actually had a proper character motivation for her, at least. Mm-hmm. Like, her character felt consistent through and through, and even in the ending, like, I kind of like just, like, it felt like there was that sense of subtlety that the beginning had. The idea that, like, and with it, there was some character development. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I just wish the movie had more of that.
I wish the movie just had more of a consistent idea.
That too.
Or a consistent tone.
I thought it was consistent. It's just like you said, it just wasn't really well explored.
Mm-hmm. So, you said you had issues with the ending?
Well, namely, like I said, that whole assassin fight dealy that broke out because they decided to keep everyone together.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Also, why would they have the Animus thing lead straight, almost right next to the helipad? Or why was that thing so easily able to break down just because someone did a jump?
I always like how conveniently cut away for every, like, Faith jump so they didn't have to explain why they landed in a bale of hay. It's like, yeah, you can try to play it up as stylist because you want, director. I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to hide away from the biggest joke of the franchise. Oh, they still had a guard land dead in a bale of hay in the movie. Where they're like, okay.
Yeah. Now, that's something I'm a little curious about. Those three, I am wondering if the other two assassins that survived, if they're connected to any of the other characters.
Possibly. I don't know.
Because I was thinking about that, like, when the one guy said he's, like, died 200 years ago, something like that. I was like, maybe a reference to Aveline?
I didn't play the newer games.
So that one was Liberation. That was the...
yeah, I stopped around 4. Yeah.
No, that happened before 4. That happened around 3. It was the Vita one that eventually made it to consoles.
Oh, see, I never got a Vita, so I never played that one.
They eventually ported it to the consoles and PC. The other one, I couldn't help but wonder if she may have been connected to the one from Chronicles China.
I think I have one downloaded, but I just haven't played it.
Yeah, same here. I played, I think, 1 or 2 chapters, and that was it.
But I'm sure there's some kind of reference in there, but the problem is I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's another it's as far as crappy video game movies go that have come out this year, this is like probably the best one.
Yeah, which isn't saying much.
No, it's really not.
And like, at the very least, I appreciated the effort.
And I did too, but at the same time, it's like, I just...
Yeah, no, I understand.
I want a good fucking video game movie. And I want a video game movie that focuses less on, okay, let's make it look like the video game, and like, okay, let's get the characters and story right first.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the failure of every one of these fucking movies.
Yeah.
Like, every one of these has the same problem, in that they're focusing on, okay, it's a video game movie, therefore we need to make it look like a video game.
Yeah.
And now, like, that'll make it good. And, like, that's not how it works.
Which also leads to one of my other complaints that I'm still not too happy about. The fact that they basically kind of did the switcheroo and how much was spent in the present day and how much was spent in the past.
Yeah, like...
They did a complete switcheroo on that.
Yeah, like I said, you don't really know the assassin character at all.
Yeah.
By the time his story ends in the movie. And again, the only reason the assassins seem to be brought in at all is when they need an action sequence.
Yep.
And I think I mentioned that earlier, but it still stands like, yeah, that is... And... I will admit, Michael Fassbender's character is more interesting than Desmond, so like I don't really fault it for focusing more on the present. Again, it all comes down to execution. The execution is just disappointing. I don't even say boring, because it still kept my attention. I was just disappointed.
Yeah.
So like honestly, I feel like an angry parent, where it's kind of like, you could have done so much better. You could have you could have studied. You could have applied yourself, but you half-assed it, and we ended up with this. And you should be ashamed of yourself and go to your room because I'm not having it. I want more effort next time, mister.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I looked up who some of the screenwriters were, and it's like, when you see it, you realize what it was going to go down this path.
I kind of suspected that from the beginning, to be
I know,
honest.
But, I mean, when you get the screenwriter of Exodus, Gods and Kings...
that's a movie I forgot about. Muha hates that one way more than I did, but I admit, you want to talk about a movie that's boring as shit. We got set through Exodus. That movie literally made God an angry child having a tantrum.
Wait, what?
I am not kidding. That's not even an exaggeration in any way. God in that movie is an 8-year-old boy talking to Christian Bale, bitching about how bad humanity is.
And then he was like, so this is what I was like when I was complaining about the lights.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Because Christian was like, why do you need to do this? Because I said so! God's a dick in Exodus. Again, I'm not making any of this up.
Can't you go back to being a burning bush?
He burned the bush.
Wait. I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Kind, sort of.
My god, the bush is on fire, talking to me. No, I'm behind it and I set it on fire.
Kind of. God doesn't talk to everybody, but he's standing next to one.
Oh my. Yeah.
Anyway,
we can both agree. We really wish this movie could have been better. It had some great groundwork, and then they just kind of built around it.
I feel remarkably defeated after seeing this one, to be honest. Because again, it's one of those movies like I want to like it, I just can't. That's what it boils down to. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't defend it, and because if I did, I'd be a huge hypocrite for what I said about Warcraft. And I'm not gonna, like, again, as a standard moviegoer, even as someone who's a fan of the games, you deserve better than this. And I felt the same thing about Warcraft. It was like, you deserve more effort than this. And there's still a lot of effort here, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
Because the emphasis is not where it should be.
Yeah, its emphasis was on the technicals.
Yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem every one of these goddamn, like, video game movies has.
Well, the quote-unquote good ones, the rest, they don't focus on anything.
I mean, they're focused on the look and the style rather than the substance. Yeah. And, like, Ratchet and Clank, Doom.
Max Payne.
Max Payne. I never saw Max Payne.
Oh!
Need for Speed.
I didn't watch that one, thank God.
That was one we missed.
I was told that Aaron Paul was, like, the only redeeming factor of that movie.
I don't doubt it. And, fuck, what else? Warcraft, obviously. Although it's a controversial opinion, apparently.
Yeah, Prince... yeah, that's an instance where apparently fans like it.
I don't get why.
As I said, they're not looking at it from a movie point of view. They're looking from the fact that it's from a gamer's point of view.
I think that I still remember the Cinema Snobs review on that, which is like the best 5-second description of it I've heard for that movie.
Yeah.
Where the one guy who's a fan of the games goes like, I always thought they were gonna make a movie with like forgettable characters and disappointing story and this and that. And I'm so glad that's not what happened. The characters are really memorable and the story is great. The guy goes, the fuck did you see? That basically sums up the Warcraft fandom in a nutshell. One side versus the other, like, yeah. And I remember, like, I saw it with Matt too. He liked it too, and I'm like, I don't get why.
Did you play much of Warcraft out of curiosity?
I tried it. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
That laptop I was running was shit, so it crashed me a few times.
I'm just not an MMO person.
And apparently neither am I. But yeah.
You at least played Warcraft 3, didn't you? I suck at strategy games.
Me too. My solution is build lots of tanks, send tanks at stuff till they die.
That was pretty much my strategy for StarCraft, and it almost worked one time against a better player than me. Almost! But then they went down like the Hindenburg.
Well, there's a comparison. But yeah, I just want to move on to trailers.
Yeah,
because I got
we had a lot.
Not as much. About the same as usual, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess so.
We got a new trailer for The Cure for Wellness, which that movie looks trippy.
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious about that one, to be honest. It's like, okay, it looks kind of like what's the Leonardo DiCaprio?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island with the Del Toro twist,
which I'm down for. That sounds pretty cool to me. Then we got Logan, which I'm excited for.
Oh yes,
well,
AKA the best movie. That's gonna be the best video game movie ever because it's basically The Last of Us.
Yeah, well, yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to see where they're going. Like, I really want to know, like, does this take place in like the current X-Men timeline, or is it like an alternate timeline? Because it's current X-Men timeline. That's a really depressing way to go.
Current, because the alternate timeline. Remember?
Well, I mean, like this could just. I mean, I'm not saying like it could just be just like an alternate universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like an Elseworld story. That's where Old Man Logan takes place anyway.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking it's like, because if that's the way it is, man, Fox really just let their X-Men franchise go. Because they're just saying like, oh, all the X-Men you grew up and loved, they're all dead.
It's like, you killed Cyclops a second time?
Yep. Bitch.
We hate Cyclops, fuck you!
Pretty much. Deadpool's still around somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh god, that'd be great. Just like in the moment of the movie, just like was pressing, like in the end, it's just like Deadpool comes out. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
There was actually one great comic I remember reading back, like, I think it was during X-Force, when, like, Wolverine and his crew end up, like, traveling in the future, and they find Deadpool still alive there, trapped in, like, a cargo container. And he goes, like, are you still alive? It's like, yeah, you have no idea how hard it was to pass the time. So it is like, so I spent there, I just played tic-tac-toe for a while, then I invented an alternate personality to talk to, and then it turns out my alternate personality really sucked. And started to school me at math, so I took him out. Shit, like, it was pretty funny. But yeah, Logan looks pretty good. I've heard from, like, they did like a Fox pre-screen of some stuff. That's one to go say Logan was the most promising one of the bunch. Ooh. So, and so the woman who plays X-23 kicks it a lot of ass. So that'll be good. And then we got Fist Fight, which this movie makes no sense to me. This movie, that concept makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that movie looks absolutely stupid. It looks like one of those movies where like there's like one normal person amidst a sea of crazy people.
Well,
it's just like
that doesn't make like
it's like even the fact they're throwing away logic. I can't fathom it.
No, neither can I. I was like, dude, you can easily sue the police for negligence on this.
Yeah.
You have a case. They have a record on file. They say, I tried to call the police. They told me to fuck off. That is like easy lawsuit.
Yeah.
It's called assault, motherfucker. Not some. Anyway, that's what I'm like. It's like immediately this movie already lost me. Granted, I'm not the target audience for this.
Yeah, I remember there's one part where like I heard everyone laugh. I was like, ugh.
That's the Medea people. I'm sorry, I lost a little faith in humanity after the Medea experience. Where I almost turned around going, "What are you laughing at? Nothing's happening." Fuck! Speaking of nonsense, then we got trailer for XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. I can't. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, I'll admit.
The thing is, this movie knows it's kind of stupid, so even if so who knows? Maybe we'll enjoy it. We're not going to say it's going to be good. At the very least, as long as you're entertained by how dumb it is, ironically or not, I'll call it a victory.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we walked out and go like, that was as good as Schindler's List? I wasn't expecting the Holocaust metaphor in there, but man, they made those surfboarding water... surfboard bikes,
the motorcycles on skis.
The ski motorcycles really worked to their advantage. It just, man, I did not see that coming. And Vincent not Vincent Price. I don't know why someone said Vincent Price. That would be amazing.
I can't believe he came back to the dead and get out of retirement for this movie.
Yes. I was told about this good too, XXX 2, and I thought, yes, this seems like the one for
me.
Actually, 3. Anyway, I forgot that second one exists.
Most people would rather forget it existed and all.
Then we got...
Oops, sorry. Interesting song choice that I picked Don't You Forget About Me.
I'm gonna forget about this. But anyway, then we got Patriots Day.
I actually heard good things about that one.
Yeah, but is it because it's a good movie, or because you'd feel like an asshole for saying it's a bad movie? Because I'm thinking like this seems like another American Sniper to me, where it seems shamelessly exploitive.
Yeah, but maybe they'll actually develop the characters, so we shall see.
Maybe, I don't know. Like to me, I'm watching them like, one, this seems a little too soon, and two, I don't know. Like I'm feeling manipulated here. I don't like it.
At the very least, I definitely want to see it for the cast.
This is true.
I mean, Mark Wahlberg, Kevin Bacon, J.K. Simmons, John Goodman.
Does that go wide this month, or is that next month?
I'm not sure. Because the thing is, I actually thought because I know it got a limited release not too long ago.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming it's probably going to be going wide either.
I think it's getting a limited release pretty soon.
Okay.
Because I think it's like doing like Monster Call's doing, which is being released on the 16th. I mean, going wide in January.
Okay. Can't wait for that one.
I can't wait for Monster Call's movie. I'm like so excited for. Yeah, I cannot wait for that one. But yeah, because that's a fantasy movie right up my goddamn alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so then we got the Bye Bye Man. Man, that looks like a January movie.
Sorry, just clearly Slender Man, I guess, is making a comeback or something, because that was a freaking ripoff, and all I can hear is Slender Man in a Bane voice. It's an old joke. Just
I watched that video. Bane plays Slender.
Wait, that's an actual video?
You never seen that?
No!
I'll show you when we're done here.
I just randomly when it's just, good evening, I'm Slender Man.
Yeah, that came from a video called Bane Plays Slender.
I did not know this existed.
I'll show you later.
Yay! I plagiarized someone without even knowing!
Then we got Pirates on Stranger Tides, which again, the only reason I have any interest in whatsoever is because of Javier Bardem.
Yep.
The only reason. I could not give a shit about anything else.
Yeah, because those movies just been going downhill.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of liked the second one.
Same here. Third one was just a mess.
Yeah. Third one had a good third act, but they fucking had the journey to get there was a nightmare.
Yeah, and fourth one I didn't even bother with.
I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was forgettable. There's a weird plot with mermaids, but anyway. So yeah, that's all the trailers we got. So we got the last final thoughts for Assassin's Creed.
Not a bad movie, just disappointing.
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not also, to be fair, better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of like, I don't know what's worse. Like a movie that's bad, know there's going to be, or a movie that like disappoints you when you know it has the potential, even though it's better than what you expected.
That's a tough call. And like, I think I feel less defeated if it's the latter, if it's the former.
That's true, because you know what to expect.
Yeah, exactly. I know what it's going into. When I see it, and I felt the same way about Green Lantern. I think that's why I hate that movie so much. It's like, because when I watch Green Lantern, I can tell somebody at some point cared about this movie. Somebody cared. And
I didn't see it.
I did.
I mean, I didn't see that facet because that movie just pissed me off.
I know, like it pissed me off too, but I think for different reasons. And the fact, like, okay, somebody looked at the mythology, tried to incorporate it, but somewhere down the line, either executives or rewrites or something got involved and fucked it all to hell.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
At least that's all I got out of it personally. But that's a whole nightmare.
One I'd rather forget.
Seriously,
I never convulsed so hard in a theater.
I don't know if I go that dramatic, but
it's one of those things where just like, specifically just like the special effects bug me, especially knowing that they even gave that thing a budget increase of $3 million to compensate. I was like, you got $3 million extra, and you still look like a piece of shit. You still have some dialogue that is the most cringeworthy shit I ever heard from time to time, and just.
Oh, I know for a fact I've heard worse.
Still, I just can't get over it. You better watch your back. You know that's not physically possible, right? Or, hey, my face is just getting warmed up.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I think I watched it once in theater. I have not watched it since.
Was it in the opening where they had the Starship Trooper graphics? Or the part where an alien ship crashes in broad daylight, no one fucking sees it? Or the diarrhea cloud.
I remember the diarrhea cloud.
Everybody remembers the diarrhea cloud. Although, to be fair, that movie did make me laugh once. And it was a pretty damn good joke.
The cheekbone thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like, okay, that was funny. The rest of this movie shit, though.
Yeah.
I remember that was like, everyone's like, so what'd you hate worse, Green Lantern or Sucker Punch? It's like Green Lantern, because at least Sucker Punch had a good soundtrack.
I never saw Sucker Punch, but
Be glad you didn't.
I know Muha defends the extended cut.
I've heard a lot of people say the extended cut's better.
Yeah,
That's a weird thing with Snyder. Is like you give him his extended cuts, even if they're still not good, they are marked improvements.
Fair enough. But yeah, I think we've kind of made our points perfectly clear as far as this goes. Meanwhile, I got a shit ton of movies to catch up on between this week and next week. I'm gonna do the best I can, excuse me, as I can.
Yeah.
There's the Serene Beauty, Collateral Beauty, which I just want to see just to see how bad it is.
Sing. Nocturnal Animals.
If we have time for that, that one's already gone out of theaters.
I still want to see Moonlight.
If we can find it.
It's playing at Camera 7. 3.
Yeah, but that's like at what 8-9 o'clock showing.
8:40. Yeah.
So it's like it depends how late I want to stay.
If we're lucky, we might be able to get that 1 o'clock showing over at the Mercado on Saturday.
I got work.
Damn.
Yeah. Sorry.
Other plan? We see it separately?
Maybe. I don't know, man. It's one of those things. I have such a huge, gigantic fucking list of movies to see.
Yeah.
Every moment I can get is kind of precious.
Yeah. Especially you told me what you got going tomorrow. Godspeed, good sir.
Tomorrow was gonna be a catch-up day, but then something came up, and then it kind of was like, okay, this needs to take priority.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of the things like, he legit has to do this.
Yeah, so it's for a good cause, but it's gonna be a rough day.
Yeah.
Just make that as vague as humanly possible.
Yeah.
If I really want to, I can talk about it later, but I'm gonna hold back because I don't want to seem like I'm self-advertising.
Yeah.
But anyway, the guy got La La Land I want to see. Manchester by the Sea. Sing, as you said. Collateral Beauty. I know there's more.
Probably.
And whatever hell comes on Christmas.
Oh, you still got to see Office Christmas Party, don't you?
I might just skip that because I was like, I don't have fucking time.
Oh no, what a shame.
I'm gonna sit through Collateral Beauty, so which means Matt's gonna call on Friday.
Yeah. So what do you think, Michael? Just see you dead in the chair with a heroin needle sticking out of your arm?
That's for the wildlife, motherfucker. I took him to see The Edge of 17. He owes me one.
I don't know. It sounds like after Wildlife, you probably broke even for all the music major craps you made.
Yeah. Still fun. And it wasn't so bad until the people next to me started trying to copy the fucking video.
Oh, yeah!
In a packed theater, and people were next to me trying to like do the cup switch thing. I look at him and goes, you realize there are other people in the audience, right?
No, the word he made went, this is not a sing-along!
Because, like, I don't think they even paid attention. In fact, I was just staring daggers at them.
I was just like, yeah,
I'm trying to burn you my eye.
Yeah, it's like, you were, like, angry. I was, like, confused. I was like, what in the name of God is going on?
I almost want to say, hi, I exist. I'm a physical being next to you. Do not play with your goddamn cup like a fucking child.
Although, to be fair, she was doing it with a child.
I don't care. It's called being a responsible fucking adult. Now let me get my tights on and make some balloons so I can feel better about myself. Because I'm an adult. With puppets.
Time to put on my big boy pants and get my Captain America shield.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got a lot of mileage out of that one.
Just that whole shtick was fantastic.
Thank you. Anyway, so I think that's all we got. So I'll see you later this week, guys.
See ya.